Hi, I'm Alejandro Villena Moya. I'm a psychologist and sexologist, and today I'm going to talk about pornography use and sexual rights. I'm coming from the Luna Vuelta Association in Spain. First, a little bit brief history about sexual rights. We know that they were established in Valencia, and then they were approved in 1999. And we know that sexual rights are fundamental and universal human rights, and they are based on inherent freedom, dignity, equality for all human beings. So finally, with all the modification, we have this marvelous 16 sexual rights. And I'm going to think about it if pornography use can respect or disrespect sexual rights. For example, we can pick this one, the right to equality and non-discrimination. And the research says that men's pornography use is possibility associated with deshumanization and aggressive behaviors, that higher pornography use predict higher sexual aggression and coercion, excluding other variables. Other studies says that there is no causal relationship, but that pornography use can favor heteropatriarchal models. The other study says that there's no relationship and there's no prediction about the perpetration of the intimate partner violence. So there's not very clear these results. Then we can pick the other one, the right to be free of all forms of violence and coercion. And we see in this meta-analysis that young men in universities see rape, women enjoying violence, force or violent sex, violence or coercion, degradation in different rates of prevalence. We also have this study in women that they relate, Brooke the Herd and her team relate the pornography use with the sexual victimization, seeing that more pornography use is related with more sexual victimization in women, and alcohol is like a mediator factor. What happened with the right to safe sexual, the right to safe sexual experience? Oh, we have this really recent article saying that pornography use is related to attitudes to a condom, mostly in men, and after controlling sensation seeking and permissive sex attitudes. We have all these articles that says that the consumer of pornography more frequently were more likely to engage in risky sexual behaviors during their friends with benefits encounters, that pornography exposure was associated with an increased probability of condom-less, but only when there is no sexual health communication with their children in the families. That all the study says that porn has no relationship with condom use in women, that the frequency of condom use is only associated when the participants are agreed that pornography is a source of sexual information, and other studies say that viewing pornography that doesn't show condoms was associated with an increased risk for having sex without condoms. What happened with the right to pleasure? Okay, we have a lot of research about that, about sexual satisfaction, sexual response, inequality, infidelities, self-esteem, self-concept, and we have findings that support harmful effects, and we have findings that support positive or neutral effects for pornography. What's happened with the right to privacy? Well, we know that with trafficking hub movement, Pornhub has shut down a lot of, mostly the 66% of the videos because they was illegal and non-consent videos. There are indeed real rapes in Pornhub, that we have an increase of child pornography during the pandemic, and that revenge porn is a common practice in adolescence that is totally against the privacy of the person. And finishing, the right to be free from torture and cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. I prove something in Google, and I see that there are a lot of testimonies testify about sexual abuse in the porn industry. Also, if you put in Pornhub genital torture, you have more than 8,000 videos about genital torture. The other ones are the Spanish pornographic page, in which we can read titles as I rape her against her voluntary, against her freedom. And we have this disgusting image that says sex and violence with my horn. And also we have this related search that says that we have videos of torture, extreme torture, humiliation, degradation, etc. So that's why we create Dale una vuelta. Dale una vuelta in Spanish means something like rethink about it, like we need to do something, and we create a clinical support in which we have help in these 6 past years, more than 3,000 patients with problematic pornography use. We have created a webinar for problematic pornography use, kind of group therapy online. We have present our research in the different WAS Congress in Prague, in Mexico, and here in South Africa in online Congress. We have appeared in different medias in Spain, social media, newspaper, TV. We have made a lot of workshops for prevention about pornography consequences, and for adolescents, parents, and teachers, more than 5,000 participants in our workshops. And we have created a Women's Day campaign with a lot of signs to protect women in pornography industry and society in general. So some take-home message: pornography can sometimes fail to respect sexual rights. Sexual health professionals may respect sexual rights and fight for them. Pornography can affect people in many ways, and we must protect minors from misinformation and the possible negative consequences of pornography. And it is necessary to encourage prevention programs on pornography consumption and to provide teenagers tools to help them to avoid pornography when is necessary. So people need freedom, obviously pleasure, but not everything it's okay. Thank you very much.